So I want to go over some of what makes uPort significant in the blockchain, specifically the Ethereum ecosystem, and what are some of the more difficult challenges they're attempting to abstract away. Because I think it's important for people to know kind of what's happening under the hood. Um, so you can either choose to opt into that system or choose to not. Um, so what uPort really is doing is taking away uh, that layer that requires you to think about private key generation and then ultimately how you start to sign transactions with that private key. And they do that by really considering and even noting that the phone, you know, your smartphone, um, is an extension of you. And most oftentimes you're going to have that phone. It's going to do things for you. It's going to be connected to the internet. It's going to be connected to the blockchain at all times. So it makes sense to create systems within this phone that automate the cryptography and the crypto economic part of interacting with the blockchain. Um, so for people who are not familiar with this idea of a public and private key and wallets and how that works, I want to quickly go over a visual that will kind of maybe help explain what's going on a little bit more. And so what I have here is a random wallet generator. So you click this button and using Ethers.js, it's going to generate a new wallet for you. So every time I click this, I get a new private key, a new address, a new mnemonic phase, what have you. And so in many respects, uPort is kind of abstracting away that process for you, um, doing that behind the scenes, and then adding a few more security layers for you. Like you get to draw a pattern on your phone to sign a transaction, the signature. So there's a private key, and there's your pattern. But fundamentally, this is really what they're doing. They're making you a private key. They're giving you a wallet address, but then they're abstracting away the difficulties of managing that. And so that's what's happening on the uPort application. But with that abstraction comes convenience, and with convenience, I think oftentimes comes risk because you're not really understanding what's going on under the hood. So, say for example, someone took your phone, you lost your phone, poof. What do? Your private key is out in the world; it's exposed. Um, you no longer have control of it, and you may not even know the significance of that. Um, obviously, my predictions are there's going to be solutions coming out for that. Wipe a private key remotely, do other things that kind of limit your exposure if you were to be exposed. But in my opinion, these are probably not here yet. These are not fully fleshed out. So, the solutions that can really cater to the public is not quite there. So anyways, I'm going to log in really quickly with uPort just so we can see the demonstration of the comparison of the information of a wallet and logging in. So right now, I'm logging in with my phone. I'm just scanning my QR code on the screen. Uh, it's loading back. The Ethereum network's been a little slow recently, even though testnet, I guess that should be affected. So it responds, it asks for my permission, and this is where I'm saying, okay, application, you can get information about me, and I give you this one-time access at the moment, even though they'll get to keep it. So I hit continue, and now what it's doing is it's sending a response back to really uPort's Swarm network, and then that's being processed and pushed to the blockchain. So I'm logged in. And so what you see now is my identity, just a quick card that shows my public key, my public encryption key, and my address. Much the same way that you see an address right here. And so, when I generate a wallet, you're getting this type of information. This is what they're abstracting away, this generation process and the storage of this information. And they're adding an identity layer on top of that, and then the ability to sign transactions. So that's what's happening under the hood. Is essentially wallet generation, and then just a better interface system for managing that wallet, or potentially a better interface system. Time will tell. Anyways, if you have any questions, comment, tweet me at KMCG, reach me however you want. See ya.